All right, you want to give our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shabbat, Shem Kakwadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles, Jim and Steve as well. Peace, blessings, salutations to the Akim, to the Aqua tuning in. This is Shaquan Karab from GMS, Virginia. Coming once again. This is going to be David Cross. Only movie I remember him in that I saw was one of those scary movies. He was the guy in the wheelchair, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And this is a pretty decent video. He goes into the sorcery, the lies that America has put on these people to believe that this is the greatest country in the world, but in all, it's one of the worst countries because pretty much is everybody they desensitize everybody from what's important. Here it is, you have celebrities that they put all in your face to live this extravagant life, but really overall you're never going to get there. Majority of people, you're never going to have a Lambo, a Maserati, and these old extravagant cars that cost, this costs a lot of money. They have people, they make it seem as if everybody is a vast majority of people that got money. And we understand those celebrities and those rappers, they don't have, entertainers, they don't have money. Their money is given to them, their wives, etc. Their whole lifestyle is given to them. Jewelry. I don't want to play this video. Esau flagging videos for, talking about copyrights and all that. So when you get a chance, watch this video, David Cross, Why America Sucks at Everything. And it tells her, he goes into saying how, you work too much, your taxes are taken, it has the worst medical health care, it doesn't value family here. So you'll have people that deliberately works 14 hours. One thing I also been recognizing too, and I also tried it, me personally, and I tried driving at night. Well, I actually went back to it and tried to do it again. Yeah, clearly, man, it's not that shit, man. It just shows you the greed of this place, because America really never sleeps. When you're riding down the roads, you'll always see traffic. You'll always see tractor trailers, truck stops. You have places that open 24 hours. This place is just greedy. So basically, you'll always have somebody working on the clock. Everybody desensitized. Everybody's pretty much, they don't really understand what's important anymore. And they don't value nothing here. They just value this extravagant, greed, unsatisfied lifestyle, which is all ordained by the elites. Now let me one moment. So let me get let me see what is it that I wanted? All the things that Esau searched out. Obadiah 1. So it says, Obadiah 1. I'm going to start at 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus said the Lord, Yahweh, concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her and battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. out or greatly despised. One thing's going on too is that a lot of people are actually waking up to who you really are. At one time, everybody was you still have the mass majority that are drunk. They're drunk but not off a strong drink. But you have a lot of people that are really realizing that America is not really what it was all cracked up to be. You have a lot of foreigners that are coming here that are basically realizing and waking up that they've been lied to. Me and the brother Mathataya in my camp, me and him was pretty much going back and forth about when you go to certain places in Virginia, 81, you see these Northern Kingdom just working. These niggas these niggas really like the new slaves. You'll see these niggas, cause you go through these little country towns, and you'll see Issachar or Zebulon, whatever, be on a farm, this big ass farm, or these plants, cow plants, etc. And it be them and their whole family. I remember I used to deliver to this I can't remember where it was. I used to deliver to this plant like deep in the mountains. And you would think you'll see Esau, but it's an Edomite corporation. But who works on it? The kingdom. And they got this look on themselves like, yo, we don't care how much we make. We don't care what's really going on. We're just happy we're over here. But again, and then you have on another half, you have Northern Kingdom that are saying like, yo, here is depressing because all I do here is work. So it says, the pride of thy heart has deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high. You go to these big cities, you go look at the ancient Petra, and you just look at the lifestyles of these Edomites, man. That saith in the heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? They have a pompous attitude. He said, though thou shalt exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Jumping down, how are the things that Esau searched out? How are the hidden things sought up? So now, what's going on now is starting with the prophets, the men of GMS went down. Is a constant flow of videos going across the web, YouTube, BitChute, etc. And that is exposing this devil to who he really is, and exposing the witchcraft, the sorcery, the demonic forces of that Esau's plays with, and that indulges in. And again, I'm gonna bring out Ephesians. So again, Ephesians, start at verse 12. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. And that's what we're going into. Because, Esau, to usher in this new world order, everybody is so desensitized pretty much with the reality of this world. Let me get that perilous times. It's lucky if I'm all over the place. Oh man, I gotta go back to that. I didn't really even mean to get this, but so it says perilous, full of danger or risk, exposed to imminent risk of disaster or ruin. And due to Esau is pretty much destroying the necessity, the moral, the ethics, the mannerism of these people. Again, you have women out here that really believe that men are just there to pretty much just tend to them. They take They open up their legs, get seed from a man, have a baby, and then they just run off and just do their own thing and promote themselves. And then again, it's, on the other half, you just have these men that are just, again, they just out there, out and about, trying to indulge in pleasures. This, burnt out, working too much, and don't really know the importance of being a man and standing up, being upright. So this is what Esau has brought forth on this earth. So again, perilous, full of danger, risk, exposed to imminent risk or disaster, ruin. And what's about to happen is Esau is going to bring in this new world order. And, these people are going to get caught up, martial law, famine, etc. But these are all doings of the acts of the Lord to judge his people. So going back to what I was going to get, Salaki, perilous times, because these days are coming. So 2 Timothy 3:1, just know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, and you see this, man. Everybody, it's to the point, dudes are working 3 jobs. And some guys don't even, yeah, shit's rough, shit's hard, shit is expensive. And again, there's no family structure anymore. You don't have friends out here. You don't have a embodiment of genuine, people that you can even trust. If something happens, you can lean upon. That's why the scripture says two is better than one. If one fall, the other one can lift them up. But everybody's greedy. They're unsatisfied, have insatiable desires. Let me get that as well. Insatiable. I can't remember. Yeah. Hold on. I think there's another one. So Sirach 37, 29, 31. Be not insatiable in any dainty thing, nor too greedy upon meats. And here in America, everybody's a glutton. For excess of meats bringeth sickness, and surfeiting will turn into choler. By surfeiting have many perished, but he that taketh heed prolongeth his life. So insatiable is that cannot be satisfied. Not satisfied. And to the point, men are not content, and women are not content. You can never, and I always say, man, as a man, you can have, what all women want, the golden rod, 12 inches, whatever, 12, $1 million, 12 billion, whatever, 12 hours to give to these women, and these women would never be satisfied, and as men, if you don't have control or discipline, be circumspect, you would never really, come to your fullness, because here in America, you got to understand, you're never going to get rich here. You're never really going to become, what's that word? Salaki. You're really never going to be, how you say, with the world. Basically what I'm saying is, if you out here trying to please the people and try to live to people's standard, you're just going to burn yourself out, man. So, let me see. Still don't know how to use your damn phone. So, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers. And the thing about it, everybody want what the next man want. Every chick want what's the next chick want. And everybody's a boaster. And it's crazy because you see that the world is breaking down right in front of your face. But these people are still proud as hell, and they boast of wickedness, and they brag about. Here it is. You got the woman. She brags about being a single mother. She brags about she has to pretty much do demeaning things so she can provide, but it's not supposed to be so. And then you have men. They brag about vanity. Them working 14 hours, 2 jobs, 3, whatever, doing this and doing that, just so you can feel good about yourself. And again, since so many insecurities of these people, they take hold of wickedness to flaunt it. Disobedience to parents. Again, there's no structure in the household. The family's gone. Them days are never coming back. Unthankful, and everybody's entitled. I was at the bar, speaking to this guy. We was going into that. Everybody, him being a bartender. Everybody just, he says how hard it is at times to try to serve these people. These people think you're supposed to do a goddamn backflip for their beckoning call. Unholy. Everybody's doing whatever without natural affection. Choose breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heedy, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh. And again, if you love this world, you can't love the Heavenly Father, because this world constantly changes. Esau, how he does, he keeps everybody confused. Again, he lies to you, says this is the best country ever. But when you really go outside the country and you look at the overall mindset of the people in them other countries, they're better off than you so-called Americans. Having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. So this is what we're dealing with. Shalaki. Yeah, that's the guy right there. Finally came up. But yeah, this video makes some good points, man, about how America sucks at everything. You're going down to the drain. And again, I was gonna read 2nd Esdras, the 16th chapter, but again, you can read, bros can read that on their own. But yeah, man, America's going down the drain, and it's being deliberately done by the elites to bring in this new world order, which you see in front of us. I wonder what happened to all those Illuminati conspiracy theorists. You don't really see them anymore. They used to go heavy into how Esau would pretty much desensitize. Let me get that definition. Desensitize. Desensitize. Yeah, desensitize makes someone less likely to feel shock or distress at scenes of cruelty, violence, or suffering by overexposure to such images. Free someone from a phobia or neurosis, like gradually exposing a person to the thing that is feared. So yeah, that's what Esau does. You have to make, Alright, so it says physical desensitizing is something that biologists have long been aware of. Basic training in the armed forces tries to desensitize new recruits to pain. We can desensitize ourselves to the summer heat by turning off the air conditioning, or become desensitized to the cold by walking barefoot in the snow. But desensitize is more often used when talking about negative emotions. And that's in Esau, through gradualism, television, etc. He puts in front of these people's faces, brings trauma, these jobs. Like now, what that pandemic has done, had desensitized people and got people ready, seduced them for the new, things that's ready to come. So they're programmed, these people, for the next thing. And again, due to those Masonic, those higher up elites, using their the symbolisms, the imagery in these movies, the video games, etc. Again, a lot of these people have just they have, it's like they have no emotions. They're dead inside. But that's pretty much it. I'm gonna wrap it up. Again, watch this video. But hey, with them to show on, most well, edified.